Oh, okay.
Oh,
try this. It's diamond. The diamond concentrate. So it's a dab, but it's such a clean. Yeah, there's no button. Just it's a fucking hyper clean hit. You get a big ass. Oh,
yeah.
It kind of gets you, huh? Like you're surprised you a bit because it's so smooth.
It's berry flavored.
Really? Yeah. It's got, they don't add any terpenes, they say.
Made me cough. I took too big of a hit.
It's easy to do with it. But I'll leave it there. Grab it if you.
Yeah.
Grab it if you want.
My eyes bug out.
Almost slip this one. Here. Tell you what. Here's your own. Just take it. We don't even need to.
Just what I need.
Surprising, isn't it? It gets the hit. The hit. Fucking.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah. Tom dabs. Tom dabs a lot.
That one hit me.
Yeah. You got a lighter?
Yeah. Holy motherfucker.
That's a good one. I don't think I've seen you cough like that.
Wow. That got me down.
Fucking get it. Yeah, and like I said, Tom dabs a lot. He still uses the old school dab too, where I'm talking about, but with the acetylene torch. Get that bitch. Get that bitch fucking flying. So you fixed your sister's toilet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she put up a day and blow her ass out.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of get bidets, but also it's a lot going on.
I don't know. I've never used one. Sometimes I wish I had one, I think.
We had them in Venezuela. I've used them in different hotels, like in Europe.
All right.
But yeah, sometimes I wish too. But the wipes, now that they make wipes that are disposed, can go into the toilets, I feel like that's the best.
He did pretty good. He got most of it in. He couldn't line the water line up. Screw it on. He kept on wanting to strip it and shit.
Yeah.
He got frustrated and called me. I went over there and fucking went.
Just fixed it right up.
You're like, man, I was like, you need patience, which I'm short on. But when it comes to that, you just need to chill.
So I don't know what flavor you got. If it matters to you or strain, it's either Slurricane or Gushers. But both are. Were you smoking with us the other night with the super tasty?
Mm-hmm.
If it's not the super tasty, it's Gushers. If it's the super tasty one, it's the Slurricane.
It's not the super tasty. This tastes like weed.
That's the Gushers. Should be.
Nice day in Missouri.
It was gorgeous. Yeah, I was outside. I recorded a show earlier or whatever, or live stream. And sat outside in Danny's porch. Sun was out. It's gorgeous. 60 degrees. Can't ask for a much better December, I guess, unless it was just straight snowing. But it doesn't. But when it's just cold and no snow, that shit sucks. Oh. Is that what you were helping them with, the American Standard thing? Over
No,
there?
I put them in my house.
No.
I had one toilet that flushed slow, you know? You had to stand there and wait like fucking
Make sure, yeah.
fucking annoying motherfucker. So there really wasn't anything wrong with it except for that.
But, yeah.
And then the other one, I had a water leak that made my water bill run up.
Oh, shit.
And instead of rebuilding it, I just said, fuck it, and bought 2 brand new ones. And just so I didn't have to fuck with anything. Them were complete. They're nothing.
Just,
Only a fucking idiot can put them motherfuckers in.
it's really interesting how easy a lot of that stuff is. But you don't always know until you do it. You know?
Well, I don't know. My boy's house down the street, I replaced this toilet. It took me 5 fucking hours.
Oh,
You know,
really?
the flange was all fucked up, and I had to get a new flange. Screw. We had a tile floor. Had to get a hammer drill, and anchors, and freaking sawzalls. It was a fucking
Really? That big of a pain?
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. But, like,
2 trips to the hardware store.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 15-minute deal.
Which hardware store you go to here?
Lowe's.
You go to Lowe's. Where's Lowe's here?
In Maplewood.
Ah, okay. Is there still that little Webster one? I don't think so, right? That one went away.
Yeah, Mac Hardware.
Mac Hardware? Is it there?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's under a new name.
Oh, it's like do it yourself or something, right?
Yeah, it's still the same old store.
DIY. But yeah, that corner. I loved that place as a kid.
Oh, yeah,
Getting
that
keys
crafty
done.
shit in there.
What's that?
They had crafty shit in there.
Yeah. Always getting keys from there.
Glass. I always bought glass. In the back.
That's where Scotty grew up, basically. Right behind there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, plant. But oh, that's right, because you were talking about you went to that doctor that was right there, right? In Lamb.
Right,
Was it
Lamb, Dr. Lamb. Asian dude.
Yeah.
He'd write prescriptions. Go in there and tell him what's wrong with yourself. And
Yeah, I got. I'm glad with the VA. I got off all that shit. Got off of everything they were prescribing me, and then I went to one med and weed, and that's my. And it's got me dialed in. I can get sleep,
yeah.
and I'm not like. I feel good. The only downfall with it is, it makes you a little bit emotionally numb, and I wish, but I'll take that. I'll take that over being a crazy person any fucking day. Like a buddy of mine a couple of weeks ago. I mean, it looks like it. Committed suicide, and I felt like a Marine buddy, and I felt like I should be more bummed out about this than I am, and it had zero to do with him. But I knew it was the meds. But I'm like, fuck it, it stabilizes me.
I think I get what you're saying. I had to set mine down.
What's that?
What joint?
The joint? That initial dab hit, didn't it?
I need a new drink. Could you excuse me while I...
Yeah, of course, obviously. You got a beer in the fridge, by any chance?
I do.
Yeah, perfect.
Pretty much all I keep in that, man.
No worries. Easy day. Perfect. Thank you. That dab fucked him up.
Dude, overload.
I think that's the first time I've seen that. Usually you can fucking. Usually it's me on the other end. It's me that can't handle the dab.
Damn.
It's funny. I can't tell if it's my shirt or if it's me being fat. That makes me look fat. Not something I ever think about, but then like when you're on camera a bunch, like this, and then this angle is weird. It's not the most flattering angle, but I never would have even thought or cared about that shit before. And I still technically really kind of don't, but like it's hard not to be like, oh well, hold on. That just like no, that's just my shirt. I'm not actually that fat.
Quit. You sound like an old bitch now.
Oh, I know. Totally. Oh, fuck. I may need your, because this is my battery. I forgot my battery's kind of low.
What do you need? A plug-in?
Yeah.
Oh, cord right here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right here where this fan at. Plug into.
Oh, okay.
This thing will read.
Fucking $70.
Right? We live on a budget, you know.
Yeah, I mean, now that you guys are on fixed income, you know, it's like, I mean, I got that way. Even though mine's
I've always been that way.
I mean, that kind of thing you want to fix. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know, I mean, that's a. I guess I just meant like.
It's amazing that little trickle of water that runs
Yeah.
out of the rim or whatever. Adds up. Just so many gallons. Fucking
I mean, it's insane, isn't it?
like 1,000 gallons of water.
All right, so we're on part 2. I mean, this will all be one thing. Tom went and got the sand out of his pussy from his pen hit. I told you this thing. So some of the this dude GR, he's another Marine combat vet guy. He's like, you got to try the diamond, whatever they create when they do the diamond extraction, and it creates a little diamond nugget thing, and then they press it all in. And it allows it to get. I was like, so what's the deal? You know, I asked the guy at the store. I was like, so what's the deal with it? And he's like, you get almost pure THC at high heat levels. So he's like, you can get monster fucking hits, and they're smooth as shit.
Yeah.
He's like, so just be careful, because I've done what you did more than a couple of times. You're like, man, I'm not really even feeling it, and then it's like, and then you realize, oh yeah, this is also a dab. You know, like, and you're like, I feel like I've got, now that I use it, you know, every day or whatever, I kind of got where I'm at.
Where'd you get that at? Black market?
Greenleaf.
Where?
Greenleaf off of Chippewa by Target there, kind of.
Yeah, I know where you're talking about.
Yeah. I mean, it's $100.
Really? How
But
long
it lasts. I don't know. I mean, I've had it for, I don't know, 5 days so far. You don't need a lot of it. Obviously.
Yeah.
Like Danny and Scotty took one hit and they were like, fuck, I'm staying the fuck away from that pen.
Mind if I let my boy try it?
No, of course, dude. Yeah. Of course. It's tasty too.
Yeah.
So if anybody's St. Louis or if there's a Greenleaf dispensary, recreation, well, it's rec here. Yeah, Rove pens. So the smoke shop that I was at, where I've been recording too, that guy knows the owners. He said from cannabis events and stuff, and I was like, man, let him know this fucking pen rocks. It fucking rocks. It's Rove. Rove is the pen white diamond live rosin, and this is the OG Skywalker. It's fucking phenomenal. It is something like a phenomenon. Something like a phenomenon.
He wasn't that impressed.
Oh, he doesn't. Well, if he wants a hit of it later, more than fucking welcome. I can't believe how tasty it is. I don't know if they have to add terpenes. I mean, they must. I can't imagine a concentrate keeping that much flavor. I mean, you dab a lot. Have you ever had wax that has that, or concentrate that has that much flavor? This has a really fruity flavor to it. I wonder if it's the way they extract it, or if it's just they add terpenes to it. Take another hit if you want, man. Have as much as you like. I just took one, and that shit with a hit of a joint too. I'm like, whoa,
$100, huh?
yeah. And then you can change the car. Well, that was for the battery. It's going to be less for just the cartridge. I didn't see how much it is, but I got more than half of this shit left. I've had it for 5 days, and I'm not shy about using it. I don't use it a ton because of how strong it is, but I work it in with like inside of two hits of that in, if I'm inside or something, like one big billowy hit and then one little smaller one,
Right.
and then I'm straight. As I'm doing the show, it gets I forget that I have a joint. Just be like high and talking, watching a video, and then I'll take a hit of that and be like, oh, I'm probably a little too high for this. The clear skies lately have been fucking great.
Probably gonna be a nice sunset.
It really, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like,
there it is.
yeah, it's fucking
It's
coming through. Yeah, St. Louis winters when it's like all gray, steel gray and shit. That shit sucks. That shit sucks.
Neighborhood quiet. I haven't seen any kids around.
It's good. Yeah, the kids aren't in it. Yeah, it's the quietest this neighborhood's been at 5 o'clock. I say that like I'm here every day, but
No, man, you're right.
I've been here a lot.
There's not much happening.
So the street we're on is filled both sides. It's like kids, younger kids, on both sides, and then it's a dead end street. So it's a very people outside, out front kind of neighborhood. It's nice. It's really cool, actually. Virginia isn't neighborly like that. They're not cold or, they're welcoming and everything, but they aren't. It's funny, but they aren't. I mean, my experience where I've lived anyway, Central Virginia, they're not super neighborly. Me and my ex, we would sit out in our neighborhood. It got neighborly, but we kind of pressed the issue because we wanted to hang out outside. I'd pull the grill out and just fucking could just let the kids just run. You're not really everybody's close. Parents would just hang out, drink beer. I mean, just like here, everything just like literally just like like that. Did you grow up in Webster?
I did.
What part? Where at? I'm sure you've told me this, so I'm sorry, but I forget.
Fairlawn off of Newport.
Closer to the railroad tracks or closer to Bompard? Like, were you?
Fairlawn, not Fairview.
Where's Fair Lawn?
It runs behind Old Orchard, the town of Old Orchard.
Oh.
Off of Oakwood.
Okay.
Between Oakwood and Newport.
Oh. So we were fucking close. Because I lived on Newport. Did you know the Teakins? Jimmy Teakin, Jeff Teakin?
No.
Shockleys? You know any of the Shockleys?
Yeah.
I was neighbors with the Shockleys. With Chucky and I forget his sister's name.
I forget their names too. I know the last name.
Yeah. So I was right there. I was between Glenn and oh my God. I was near the railroad tracks, the hill on Newport. I lived on Newport. So it was like right at Glenn and Newport. Basically.
Oh yeah.
It's like 7 houses down from that. Before and growing up, it was that
old wood bridge.
The old wood bridge.
Right. And go over that in a school bus, man. And you hit the fucking ceiling. I ain't shitting you.
Yeah.
I was like in first grade. And there's no seatbelts or anything. Not even back then. And yeah.
Dude, living on that, we would go, you hear train, and then we'd all book up to the top. And you had a couple of choices when the train's coming. We'd get up on top of the bridge and hold on to the railing. Because, I mean, it was the distance between those engines and the top of that bridge couldn't have been much higher than this fucking your garage opening here.
Yeah, a kid from back in my day got run over, his legs chopped off. Right
man.
Trying to hop the train.
I remember that lore. I didn't know. I remember hearing that. It was a big thing. Like, dude, or you throw pumpkins, or we would collect railroad spikes because it was all dirt back there. And so like underneath the bridge. And so we dig like Red Dawn. We play like Red Dawn basically back there.
Right.
And then we'd have these fucking railroad spikes. And when the train came and we'd whip the spikes at the train.
I got in trouble along there.
They had the salt pellet guns back then. They would shoot at, like if there was somebody on the caboose, they would shoot the salt pellet. Fuck, that was fun as fuck. Sorry, man. Cut you off.
No, it just brings back memories. My dad had a house on Oakwood there, right there at Newport, where Oakwood hits Newport.
Yeah.
And,
wait, did you live near the Sashrays?
No, I never lived in it. My dad bought real estate for.
Oh.
He owned. There's not hardly a street in Webster he hadn't owned a house.
Had property. Huh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Yeah, that's where I was.
Anyway, we were down there. I was just a kid. I don't know how. I was probably in the 4th grade. Down there playing on the tracks, collecting railroad spikes. And I came back all greasy from creosote and shit.
Yeah. How's it going, man?
Nothing.
You
want anything to drink or anything?
Oh, no, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh, man.
You gonna give him one? It's not on camera.
To the mailman?
Yeah. I gave one to my mailman.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. He wouldn't smoke it with me. He said, I didn't like you. No, he's like, I can't smoke it with you. He's like, I'll take it.
He's a good guy.
He's a really nice guy.
He
Yeah.
always gives me shit. 5 o'clock somewhere. I'm like, I don't have a problem. I don't have to wait till 5 o'clock.
Yeah. I don't.
You know?
Tom's retired. I think people who watch this probably people have seen a few months ago. That was an accident. Did you hear that? Gaga.
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, it does.
I hear him all the time.
Yeah. What did we? Because what's right there? What's the turn? There's some kind of weird little blind spot right there. People are moving in and out, going to Murdoch, or on Murdoch or whatever on that little. This is fucking nice. It's just nice to be chill.
Neighbors are putting up Christmas lights. With shorts on.
Yeah. Helped my parents do that
Thank God
the other
for
day.
global warming. There's a good aspect about it. Missouri is warm in December. That's my take on it.
I agree. I also think it's bullshit,
I do too.
but
Especially throwing all that money at it. John Kerry, what a joke. I don't know how political you get on your thing, but
I don't. But I don't.
Right.
You know, I don't care. I don't talk it just because I don't. I mean,
Follow
I don't care about the. Well, one, I don't follow it, and I can't. I get too pissed off with shit, and I'm like, I just don't follow the news. And then, no, but I mean, I've said on here like I'm a Trump supporter, but it's like, I don't make it a thing because I don't want that to be what the channel, the channel or anything is about. You know what I mean? He's got the fuck up. Oh. Let's go give him a joint. I didn't realize what he was doing. I mean, the mailman's kind of like the last of the, you know, face-to-face government. But, you know, like the cop walking the beat kind of thing. When obviously I didn't grow up with anything like that, but it really is just a friendly face on. The only problem with that is now I got to get more phones. Hey, what's up? You want a hit of this dab pen? So it's like white dime. It has something to do with the. All you gotta do is just. They don't have to push anything. Just be aware. It's like super clean hits, so you can get real big ones. It hilariously knocked your dad out. Yeah. How much do you know about the? What do you think on the taste? I think it's crazy. I think they had to add terpenes to it or something because there's no way to concentrate.
No,
It's
I think there's terpenes on it.
yeah, right. That's what I was thinking too.
I think that's where they get a lot of their flavoring from, or whatever.
Yeah, this is so blueberry though, or so berry. So it's Skywalker OG is the strain. It's flour. I don't remember it being this.
Like berry flavor. Because I've had Skywalker OG before.
You want another?
No, I'm good right now. Thank you.
What?
Oh, did you give it to him?
Hell, I had made his week.
Nice. Give him a joint.
Neighbor gave him a medicine bottle to put it in so he
Oh, nice.
wouldn't reek when he showed up at work.
It's so nice that shit's legal. And basically, YouTube, once I actually get this PIN number and get paid, but
Well, I kind of forgot it was illegal.
yeah, the YouTube, it's funny. I just said any money you give or that comes to my channel goes to my weed fund because we can get expensive. God damn. Hitting that dab pen again one more time. Like, whoa.
Yeah, I like when babies.
It's a fun group of people. It's a fun group of people. Okay. And you don't have anybody that's like overly dickish or anything. You know what I mean? That like there's nobody like, hey kids, don't get on Mr. Johnson's lawn or some shit. Like don't even breathe near it. He'll have a fit.
I appreciate you donating your weed. The
Yeah.
problem is it cuts us down to the last joint.
I have more weed. I have more flour. I just don't have any
Cones.
yeah. But I mean that's easy day. You can just I got a pipe, you got a pipe. I'm sure, we don't have to smoke a joint.
I think I left my pipe in my truck. I haven't had any weed in a while. I wonder if
I just need some place where I can lay my head. Hey, mister, can you tell me
Yeah, I got a couple cones left, so that's good. And I got wheat, I got flour.
cool.
He just grinned and shook my
Really,
hand.
it's not a
Was all he said.
not an issue. Oh.
Take a load for free.
But yeah, it's so annoying with Google and this YouTube, right? Where you go and set it up, and then you gotta submit and it's like you're a contractor. You gotta submit your whatever tax form, and you're like an independent contractor to Google, and they do this AdSense thing where they share whatever. But so you give them all your info, you do all that, and then you give them all your bank information, and then they send you a PIN number through the snail mail. And once you get that PIN number, then you are verifying the address to them, right? So, but when I first requested it, I sent it to the old address, and I never got it. So you can only request it once every 3 weeks. And so I didn't realize it. So I waited the 3 weeks. I realized what happened. And so I thought, oh, well, they'll just mail it out. So they sent it. I was in a long-term Airbnb, like a long rental, basically. And because I was been coming back and forth to here. And I had them send it there. and it never fucking showed. So I just requested it to send to get to Danny's. I mean, it's not like it's just annoying because like there's nobody to talk. There's customer service. You have to leave a message just on the Google thread to see if somebody answers it, and their answer is go back to here, which takes you to frequently asked questions, which it just says request your thing, and it's like I just need to make sure it got sent to the right place, whatever. So now I'm waiting on a St. Louis. Hopefully, it'll just show up here soon, and then it's like $2,500. It's not like a ton of money over 2 months.
And send it all to Danny's house.
That's what I'm saying. I had to send it to Danny's. It'll be nice. Oh, but my point with that is that's the weed fund. Because I can only make a certain amount of money each month anyway, or else I start getting penalized by Social Security. And so,
well, don't let that hold you back. You're gonna make more money.
But I'm not going to. I mean, and it's not sustainable. The Social Security is for the rest of my life,
Right.
And it's only going to go up, not by a ton, but it's only, not by a ton, but that and the VA rating. So those two disabilities.
I don't know much about it,
but yeah, that's the only. So what I got to do is I have to figure out. I got to get with like a financial person and then figure out how to start funneling money into, so it doesn't go to me, that it goes to an LLC or something like that.
right?
And I can so if it does go, because 5,000 is still more. Let's say I get 5,000 a month from YouTube. That's more than what I'd be getting for Social Security. So it's like, but I don't want to just leave that money on the table if it's sitting there. So I just have to figure out. I just have to do a.
I think you're on the right track with an LLC.
I think so too. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that hard to protect that money. I just gotta do it. It suddenly, I hadn't realized also that I was going to get to, like YouTube is like 1,000 a month, 1,200. Like I didn't realize like how quickly you hit $1,200. You know what I'm saying? That YouTube's paying you $1,200 a month, and I can only go to 14.
I don't know. I incorporated once. I had a company, and man, the IRS was up my. I mean, just
Yeah,
all kinds of people.
so I don't want to fuck with it because again, the Social Security's disability is for life. I mean, unless I get better, I guess. It's like stop being crazy. And I kind of feel like these disability payments are between the VA and Social Security. It's kind of like the government job. Like you're not going to get rich off of it, but you ain't going to do too badly. Like you're not going to. With the VA, I can work. I can make as much money. I could be a millionaire, and I'll still get my VA disability. With Social Security, you can't. Or if you go to jail, that's the only way I would lose my VA benefits if I went to jail. Probably Social Security too. But that ain't happening.
Yeah, my dad went to the VA for help. They told me he had too much money. Go do it yourself.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah. If you aren't rated through them, that's the difficulty. That's when I was even as a government employee, I was a GG-13. And in DC, that gave me like 110, something like that a year, somewhere in there. And then I went to the VA, and they're like, "Well, you make too much money right now for not to get rated." but because I was trying not to get raided. I was trying to go through them for insurance stuff. Because I waited until I was retired to get raided. Because I was too afraid that if I got raided for PTSD, that understandably and rightfully so, they're not gonna send you overseas. Like if they give a fuck about you, which they kind of do. Not saying they do specifically, but you're not gonna send a dude with 100% disabled for PTSD overseas. Like what the fuck's gonna happen? The dude could snap like a fuck ton. So I didn't want to fucking tell them. I didn't want to admit to the PTSD shit. So I just drank. I'm like, oh, I'll just drink it away. That didn't work. I became a pickle.
Yeah.
Oh, I was a bloated alcoholic mess. Not even alcoholic. I just drank all the time. It was so.
My wife's gonna be home in a half hour.
What is that? Should we not smoke?
Oh no!
I was gonna say. What?
I'm just fair warning.
Oh.
She'll probably be pissed because I had 2 drinks.
Oh.
But I want another one.
Have one. It's Thursday.
Yeah. No, I got fucked up the other night. Well, that last night, because I fucking hung over.
That's why I saved the drinking. I mean, not like some beer, but like tequila, something like that, for when it's gonna be like, okay, I ain't got shit to do. Because I'm not. It used to be I could fucking be drunk, all night, and then get up, do work, like whatever. You'd hate it, but you did it. Now I'm like,
You want to see if Dave comes? He'll get mad.
what do they get mad about? This is tasty. This is a tasty one.
Yeah, it is.
Fuck, this tastes fuck. You forget to hand it back.
And you roll a good joint.
I don't roll. They're cones. I just stuff.
I know, but they always burn
They
perfectly.
burn great, right? Takes a little longer, but man, they burn fucking great. I feel like I got my kind of technique down. I don't tickle or none.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna smoke this. I'm gonna feel on top of the world. Hope he ain't a cop.
All this is legal now.
Oh, it's all legal now. That's
It's literally legal. It's weird when you're someplace that's not legal.
I'm still trying to grasp it. It's been illegal all my life.
It's fucking nuts, isn't it? You could hold on to it for a minute. I'm fucking stoned. Oh, look at the color.
The sunset.
Yeah, dude.
Do people know you're sitting in a garage looking at a garage door?
I don't know. Probably not. I have a feeling they do. This is just fucking hanging out and smoking.
Yeah.
It's just something I always, when I first started able to smoke a few years ago. You all right?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna stay off the road. Done. I don't want to get rum dummy.
Yeah. I like rum.
So do I. That's no problem.
I think tequila is my favorite liquor, for sure. But I like rum. I don't like white rum. I like dark rum.
I'm pretty picky on it.
What do you what
Use your budget.
What do you
I'm a Bacardi White.
Bacardi White? See, I don't really like that because I don't know what I got drunk on that like young. You know, just like one of the same story. You know, you get drunk on a bad liquor.
It happened to me with Tanqueray. That
Oh,
was my first really, really bad drunk in Chicago. Visiting my friend in Chicago when I was like 18 or something like that.
yeah. For me, it was in the Marines. I was young in the Marines, and it was like a barracks drunk, where it was just like everybody were basically chugging alcohol and punching each other and shit. You know, like, and then but dark rum. I know this shit's dark rum I grew to love when I was in Venezuela in Caracas. The Cuba Libre was huge there, and it was the first time I'd ever heard of that drink or anything. And they pack you a pint glass full of ice, fill it with cacique rum, which is it's a really sweet dark rum, but cacique rum, and then give you a little 8-ounce Coke on the side. I'm gonna throw a couple of limes in, dude, and it was the whatchamacallit rate, the currency or whatever or the dollar was super strong, so it was like less than $1. So you're getting a full pint glass full of liquor for less than $1, and we're like 23-year-old fucking Marines down there. We're just tearing it up, and there's so much fucking pussy. Like,
I drove from here to just north of Mexico City back in 93, I think 92, 93, somewhere in there.
Huh.
Can't really remember. Camped along the way.
that's a long ass drive.
What an experience that fucking was.
That's like a Jack
But
Kerouac
anyway-
beatnik.
But anyway, you talk about cheap food. We get drunk, have a bunch of tamales for like under $1.
Dude, loved Mexico. Loved Mexico. Every time I've gone there,
It
were you guys
crazy
dosing too? Were you guys
smoking?
no tripping? Were you guys doing
No.
Oh, that would be acid road trips.
I was caving. I went caving down there
Oh, in Mexico.
in Mexico. Yeah. Went to the
It's a beautiful country. I fucking love it, truthfully.
called Golden Andreas. Supposedly, I was like the 23rd person to sign the registry at the bottom of it.
Wow. That would scare the
1,400
fuck out of me.
feet. It's higher than the Sears Tower. It'd be jumping off top of the Sears Tower and rappelling down.
I don't know, dude. I can't deal with claustrophobic shit. I cannot.
On a single rope,
Fuck.
the size of your pinky.
I don't know how you're fucking break the rope with the size of your balls, dude. I wouldn't do that. There's no way I would do. I mean, I've done.
My ass was puckered.
Fuck.
There were kids running, native kids running
Yeah.
around with machetes and shit.
Jesus. So awesome. That's so fucking cool that you did that.
Yeah, it's the highlight of my life.
What an experience. Oh, fuck. I didn't realize. Here, I'm going to move this back a little. I didn't realize if you're back there.
Yeah,
I don't know how well they got you.
I got pictures. Don't rightly know where they're at.
What an experience. So how old were you? Because you're
I was in my 30s.
in your 30s. Yeah, no, you couldn't. You got it like early 30, like 30, 31, maybe, right? Because you're not that much older.
Practiced a lot.
Wait, how much?
I just didn't wake up in the morning and say I'm going to go do it.
Oh. How much older are you? You're only 10 years?
I was born in 62.
So, yeah, 11 years. God damn. Yeah, so 92, because I was 18 in 92. 8, and then into 9, or whatever. 19.
My early 30s.
So that would be, yeah. Fuck, yeah, it had to be early 30s. That's fucking totally rad. How many people did you go with? That's fucking really cool, man.
How many was there? 12 maybe?
Nice. So you had a big crew.
Caravan.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun.
We
as
kind of
fuck.
met up in these towns. Some people slept on roofs of restaurants.
Hey, just do me a favor. It's like I know it's
Oh.
weird. I know it's weird because you're trying to look the way I am, just because so we can get it on. Just for the audio, I want to hear the story. I don't want to miss the story. Is what
We stayed on rooftops of restaurants. I can't remember the name of the place.
okay, so what? Start from the beginning. Okay, so you were like, I want to learn deep rappelling, jumping off of.
No, never crossed my mind.
So
A buddy of mine that I worked with was into caving. He was in a caving grotto. It was a caving club.
okay, so that was your end, basically. That was
my end.
That was like what got you. Oh, hey, and then he was like, hey, do you want to do this? Is that kind of thing?
So I joined the club and we went caving all around Missouri, and he got into rappelling in the caves because I don't remember the stats, but for Missouri, 93 feet, maybe straight drop, and it's just right out here.
That shit scares
So we did that. It was called
rappelling. Doesn't.
It was called crankshaft pit. People over the years were throwing, like back in the 20s, were throwing car parts and shit down in this thing. So they called it crankshaft.
Crankshaft pit. That's funny. And so then you were doing that, and then you would practice on that. So
no, we practiced down at along the Merrimack at Green's Cave, which is a big bluff and a big cave opening.
Yeah.
With the spring coming out of it and that. Anyway, I
Sure,
forget
okay.
what it is. It was 90 feet, 100 feet. So anyway, we wouldn't go all the way to the ground. We'd stop and then go back up, then turn around, come back down, undoing our gear on the rope, and
like just passing it off. Like, what do you mean? Okay, because you had someone on belay. You'd have somebody on belay.
There was no belay.
Really? So what's going on?
Single rope.
Single rope. So you're just tying it to something.
Well, how'd it go? It's been so long since I've worn this equipment, but I made them myself. Not everything, but a lot of my stuff was homemade. My chest harness. I had a cam on my chest. I had 2 on my legs, or 1 at my ankle and 1 at my knee, maybe, or 2 at my ankle.
And then what?
So I would actually walk the rope up. I had a really big oak tree in my backyard. And I practiced there too. And I don't know, that was like at 20 feet. That's where I started.
So you have to climb back up, and then you're roping back up.
Right.
Are you free swinging, or do you have something where you're at least kind of climbing? I mean, it's still an incredible amount of strength and everything, but
yeah,
both. Like, or was it free climbing? Like you didn't. You'd have like a pulley system kind of deal.
Correct. Attached to my body. Like I said, I got one on my chest.
Yeah. Okay. I wasn't quite Okay. So that thing. So then you could pulley. You're kind of
actually stair walking the rope with one-way cams on your chest and your 2 legs.
Wow.
I still got the equipment. I never got rid of it. It's like brand new.
Fuck.
I
And so
used
then
it once.
then you guys all traveled to Mexico, or like, and then this became an event. I don't know, like,
It's an event. It was Thanksgiving. I do know that. We had a dude brought it. Well, the dude that owns the big grocery store just sold the Schnucks.
I don't know.
Fritz. Frights? Or Fritz?
Freddy's?
No, out in Washington, Missouri, out that way.
Huh. That's fucking
He was
cool.
one of them. He held the last name. Anyway,
We should turn a light on. How are you not freezing?
oh, I conditioned myself for it.
To not be freezing?
Right. Come out here every day without a, with this t-shirt on.
Yeah. Especially when you